Everybody, and welcome back to Game Critiques. Every December, I find myself tuning into the Game Awards, and every December, I feel disappointed that I wasted 4 hours of one of my evenings. I really don't want to miss reveals like Joker and Smash, or the first gameplay of Breath of the Wild when they happen live, so I continue to watch anyway. But to me, the Game Awards represents everything that I don't want the gaming industry to become. Let's talk about how. When I tune into the Game Awards, I want to watch a show about game awards. I don't want to watch movie trailers. I don't want to listen to Imagine Dragons. I don't want to see the latest Fortnite update. I want to see the games of the past year get rewarded. I want to see the creators being honored for their work. I want to hear their speeches and see their reactions. Sadly, at the Game Awards feel like an afterthought. Seeing games get awards takes up a very small chunk of a show called The Game Awards, which is frankly bizarre. The speeches feel rushed, and the unrelated presenters like Keanu Reeves and Giancarlo Esposito are given more time to talk than the developers winning the rewards. Tons of rewards are listed as asides during other awards, or relegated to the pre-show as well. And sometimes you do get a great, genuine speech, albeit a short one. Seeing the joy and passion of Joseph Fares is great, for example. But most of the time, you see CEOs that have nothing to do with development except the reward and phone in a speech. For instance, Doug Bowser, the president of Nintendo of America, accepted the reward for Mercury Steam's Metroid Dread. I know where people recognize his face, but that should be the point of these awards, celebrating the often underappreciated devs that work tirelessly to make the games you play. I don't need to see more corporate figureheads. I have E3 for that. Main focus of the Game Awards seems to be showcasing big trailers. And I don't think the idea of including such reveals in an award show is inherently bad. The future of the games industry deserves to be celebrated as well. But that's not what these reveals are. These reveals aren't getting the word out about passion projects. They're not about what's really coming in gaming to look forward to. They're primarily CG-only trailers for games from gigantic studios that are there because the big studios gave Geoff Keighley money. I feel like the Game Awards in general really celebrates all the worst parts of the industry more than anything else. CEOs and Hollywood stars make up the bulk of the ridiculously small rewards section. Hours of deceitful CG advertisements make up the majority of the presentation itself. Games like The Last of Us Part 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2, notoriously made with horrible crunch, are awarded without an acknowledgement of the situation and without even showcasing any of the unknown devs who suffered. Even now, with the truly horrible stuff Activision Blizzard has been doing, I mean, someone literally died. They still nominate their games. They still plan to not mention anything about it, and they still let Activision executives sit on the board. The Game Awards is not an award show. It's an advertisement, and it's an embarrassing one. It truly is emblematic of almost all the worst problems currently plaguing the gaming industry. And that's only when it's even trying to pretend to celebrate the games industry. More often than not, it seems to care more about other forms of entertainment. When they have a musical guest, it's not Yoko Shimomura, it's not Lana Rain, it's not Toby Fox, it's not Grant Kirkhope, it's Sting, or Imagine Dragons, or even Weezer. When they hype up a special guest, it's someone like Vin Diesel. They just try to pull the biggest names they can without thinking about whether or not they have any reason to be featured in a show called the Game Awards. It only goes to further show that this is an advertisement above all else. The one thing that I think the Game Awards gets right is the jury, or at least the idea behind it. Relying solely on popular opinion is a pretty bad idea in the gaming space. Just look at what happens with Metacritic review bombing. And getting a diverse jury composed of people in the industry from all over the world is great. The only change I consider making here is maybe creating different smaller juries for different categories. Seeing Cyberpunk 2077 nominated for Best RPG, over games like Ys 9 and Neo The World Ends With You, deeply pains me, and to me it indicates that a lot of the people deciding what should win the award for Best RPG probably don't care about the same games as most RPG fans. Frankly, at this point, I believe the Game Awards in its current form is beyond salvation. I think they should just scrap the whole thing and start over. Make a show focus on awards and the people who receive them. Focus on celebrating the individuals that created the games and not just the corporations who sold them to you. Keep reveals sparse if you have them at all. And if you have performances, make them celebrations related to gaming. Please get Lana Rain instead of Imagine Dragons. And perhaps most importantly, don't let the corporations manage a show that should be there to celebrate the work created by the people they often mistreat. Thank you guys for watching this video, I really appreciate it. If you liked it, I'd also really appreciate it if you liked, commented, hit the notification bell, and or subscribed. I'd also recommend you check out some of my other content, like my review of Metroid Dread. If you want to see additional updates about the channel, follow me on Twitter or Instagram, or join my Discord server, all linked in the description below. Thank you all for watching, have a great rest of your day.